Think about that desk. And stretch it out. And then just slide up a little bit, but still be in kind of that child's pose position. And all we're going to do is we're going to lift up the right arm, but you're going to still be quite low with the bum on the heels. Lift up the right arm and then thread that needle through the left. Don't put it down, keep it in the air because it's a spinal mobilization. Lift it back up again and thread the needle through. And up and through. Nice and slow, and then come back to the middle, not completely full child's pose, and then just lift up the left arm and thread the needle through. Don't worry too much if you don't have an excessive twist in your back. A little bit of a twist is fine. Lift it back up again and thread the needle through. One more time. And thread it through. Take your arms out again and then just slide onto your tummies. Now, don't go into a cobra yet. And then put your head down, and we're going to do the same with the leg. We're just going to throw the right leg over, touch the floor, and bring it back. And if you're a girl, just be careful of your boobies because it's quite sore rolling on that. So just be careful. You can lift up your top end of your body. I'm holding my arms like that because otherwise it's too painful. You can keep your shoulders in line even though your arms is there. If you're a boy, you don't have a problem. And one more. Back to the middle. Put your arms in Sphinx pose and lift up into a Sphinx. Hold it there. Keep your tummy in and then take your arms back. Lift it up nice and high with your chest. Lift up your legs so that you're in that reversed boat. And we're going to pulse it up a little bit. So just pulse 1, 2 small pulses, 3, and 4. All the way down to the floor, hands next to your sides. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Okay, already.
It's the Sphinx.
The Sphinx. And drop your heels behind your toes. Keep your tummy in. Push back.
Look at that difference. It's amazing, isn't it? It's a quick movement.
Louis got a severe spinal issue, I think.
It's not severe. I could just reset it.
Yeah, exactly. And knees to the floor. So we're going to do that sequence again. We're going to revisit this after this, just to get the back moving again. So go into that child's pose. And then just walk your hands, just a hand in, so that you still have your bum on your heels-ish, but you're not completely straight. So lift up the right arm, go into that twist, thread the needle through, don't put the hand down, keep it lifted. And again. Keep the bum down, tummy in, thread the needle through. One last time. Thread the needle through. And back to the middle. Other side, lift up the left arm. Thread the needle through. And again. And one last time. Back through, back into child's pose, and then again just roll onto your tummy. Keep your hands where it is for sensitive upper areas. Areas. I just what do I say, Louis? Area. And then do a little twisty. In with your legs.
Someone goes through the window right now.
They're going to think, what are they doing? Right, frolicking around on the mat. And then back to the middle, lift up into a swing pose. Hold that swing, send your arms back, really, maybe not. Lift up the legs.
Just be careful.
And just pulse. Nice and slow, 4 times. Bring your arms back, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Walk it out. I'm going to mobilize Louis' hip afterwards. That's going to be fun. And lift up your right leg, nice and high. So you're going to twisty in the air as well. So bend the knee in, and then just bring the foot towards the right. So open up that hip, but keep the shoulders straight, so that only the back twists. And then you're going to bring that leg back to a straight line and bring that knee through the middle. You don't have to bring it to your elbow, you're just going into a twist. And send it back in a straight line. Bend the knee, drop the foot, open up the hip, keep the shoulders and the chest straight, so you're doing a back twist. Bring it back, bring that knee over, thread the needle with the knee. One last time. Back, straight line. Then bend the knee, take the foot towards the right and left. Keep the shoulders straight. So don't open up like this. Keep it straight, then bring it down, thread the needle through. Back to downward dog. Lift up the left leg. Bend the knee, drop the foot to the right, keep the chest down, and then bring it straight through, thread the needle through towards the right, back in a straight line. Bend the knee, drop the foot, open up the hip to the left, keep the chest straight, thread the needle through, bring the knee towards the right, back in a straight line first. Bend the knee, drop the foot, open up the hip, keep the chest straight, then bring that knee, thread it through the right, just a little twist in the back. Oh, I'm choking myself. Back to plank, back to downward dog. Walk it out and walk it in to the front of the mat. Keep the legs slightly bent. Fold over your legs. So with the knees slightly bent, wherever you can reach comfortably, we're going to inhale, straighten out the back. It's a small move. Exhale, roll over your legs. Inhale, straighten out the back. Exhale, roll down. Keep the knees bent. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, roll down. And then we're going to bend the knees even more, sweep the floor, and go into a chair pose. Arms next to your sides, tummy in, navel to spine, straighten out. Take a nice deep breath in, hands into your chest. Lift your hands up again. Chair pose. Hold chair. Just hold it. And then bend down. Take your hands to the mat. Keep your legs slightly bent. Take your left arm towards your right foot on the right hand side and twist towards the right. So left hand on right foot and twist to the right. And bring it back. Switch sides. Right hand over left foot. Twist towards the left. Keep that chair position with your legs. Back to the middle. Hands to the mat. Step back on your left leg. Keep that back leg lifted. Lift up into a high lunge. Keep your back leg straight, tummy in. Open up the right arm, left arm back. Lift it back up to the top. Arms next to your ears. We're going to drop that back knee. I would suggest if you struggle with that, just to step your back leg in a little bit. So drop it down, don't touch the floor, just hover above the floor. Hold that. And straighten the back leg out again. Drop it down. Keep your tailbone tucked in. That's a big stretch for your quads. Hip flexors. It's a dynamic stretch. Straighten it out. I'm just doing 3. Drop it down. And pick it up. Back leg strong, front knee bend. Open up, right, left arm back, right arm forward. Into that twist. Lift it back up to the top. Now we're going to keep the back leg straight and just bend the front knee in. So you're going to stay above your hips, tailbone tucked in, bend, and front knee lift it up. Bend, lift it up. Bend, lift it up. All the way down to the floor, step back to downward dog. So we're doing one on each side with this. Lift up the right leg. Then drop, open up that knee towards the right. Drop the foot a little bit. Keep the chest down. Keep the tummy in. And thread the needle through with that knee. Towards the left. Back to downward dog. Other side. Lift up the left leg. Open up that hip. Drop the foot. Chest down. And bring the knee towards the right. Back to downward dog. Forwards to plank. And we're going to do side planks today. So leave the left hand. Lift up the right or the other way if you want to see me. And we're just going to drop that hand down, lift up the waist. C-curve and come back. Nice little C-curve off the back. We're just doing that 3 times. And back. One more time. And back. Back to plank. Other side. Drop. Lift up the left arm or whichever one you have. Lift up the waist, C-curve over. Keep the tummy in. Lift it up. C-curve over. Lift it up. One more time. Lift it up. Back to plank. Hold the plank. Downward dog. Walk it out and walk it into the front of the mat. Keep the legs bent. Fold over your knees. We're going to sweep the floor, lift up into a chair pose and hold chair. Tummy in. Bum pushing back. And we're going to sweep the floor again. Lift up into a chair. Straighten out. Take a nice deep breath in, hands into your chest. Lift it back up again. Chair pose. You're going to go down into a straight back, bend the knees. And make sure you're secure on your legs, your back is straight. First, we're just going to do that breathing. So hold on wherever it's comfortable. We're going to fold over our legs on the exhale and straighten out on the inhale. Just the back. Keep the legs where it is. You can straighten it out a little bit, but don't worry too much. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, straighten out the back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, straighten out the back. Keep the knees bent. We're taking left hand over right foot and twisting towards the right. You can bend the knees a little bit more if you want. And bring it back to the middle, other side. Twist. And bring it back to the middle. Hands to the mat. Step back on your right leg. Lift up into a high lunge. Hold that high lunge. Heel pushing back. Back leg strong. Open up the left arm and take the right arm back. Bring it back to the top. Arms next to your ears, tummy in. You're going to drop that back leg for that stretch. Don't put it on the floor. Tuck your tailbone in. Lift it back up to the top. If we go down again, remember to tuck that tailbone in when you're down. Lift, but you should feel that stretch. And last time. Tuck that tailbone in, arms next to your sides. And lift it back up to the top. Open up, left arm forward, right arm back. Lift it back up to the top. We're going to bend our front knee in a little bit and straighten it out a little bit. Tailbone in, bend and straighten out. Bend again and straighten out. Go all the way down to the floor. Step it back to downward dog. Find your downward dog. And this time we're lifting up the left leg in a straight line. Open up that hip. Keep the chest down. And thread the needle through towards the right. Nice big thread back, twist, think back. Take it back to downward dog. Lift up the right leg. Open up that hip. Keep the chest down. And thread the needle through towards the left. Nice big exhale on the thread. Back to downward dog. Forwards to plank. We're going to do side plank again. Opposite side. So leave the right hand. Twist towards the left. And thread the needle through. I'm sorry. Over you go. Side. Seagull. And back. Seagull. And back. One more time. Seagull. And back. Back to plank. And left arm down, right arm twist. Seagull. And back. Seagull. And back. Seagull. And back. Back to plank. Knees to the floor. Child's pose.
Good stuff.
How's it go?
I struggled.
I'm glad.
Oh, my word. It's the continuity.
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 Continuity. Continuity.
Continuity. No, it's continuing. Doing it all in one without a break.
Wow. Oh, how much time do we have left when we do it again?
Too much.
Too much time.
Got too much time left.
How much time do we have left?
My tactic is we talk about what just happened. It is, we've got 10 minutes. I can't do it again.
Fantastic. So we're gonna add some one more thing and then do it again. So once we come down into child's pose, we're gonna go onto our hands and knees and then just turn left side out. So you're doing that side plank again, but with your knee down. Everyone can follow.
No. We're doing that right now.
Easy. And we're going to lift up that top leg in a straight line. We're just going to hold it there, push it back a little bit. And again, we're going to thread the needle through. with that top leg raised. Lift it back up. Back to plank. Knees to the floor. Child's pose. Good stuff. How's it go? I'm glad.
Oh, my word. It's the continuing.
Continuity. 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 Continuity thread the needle through. You can take this lower leg a little bit down so that it has a diagonal line, which will mean it works a lot harder. And so we'll do that 3 times. Come back to the middle and do the other side. So turn into that adjusted side plank. Lift up the top leg.
Sorry.
And thread the needle 3 times. In a straight line if you can. Come in. Tuck your tailbone in, please, Louis.
I'm trying.
And 3. Back. 2. Hands and knees. Child's pose. Are you ready for the flow? Yeah? We're going to do it. Well, we do it fast enough so that we manage to put it in.
Fewer things in each pose.
Huh?
No, fewer things in each pose.
Okay.
Just because I haven't got that much time.
No, listen to him. Be all lazy. Okay, child's pose. Bring your hands in a little bit again. We're going to thread the needle only twice. So lift up the right arm. Keep the thumb down. Twist through the arms. And again. Lift it up. Twist through the arms. Bring it back. Lift up the left arm and thread the needle. Lift it up again and thread the needle. You can stay in child's pose with this one. Slide it forward onto your tummy. Keep your arms where it is and just kick your leg over touching the floor. Keeping your chest relatively steady so that twist goes into the back. 2 times. 1 more time. Back to the middle. Lift up into a Sphinx. Hold that position with your back. Take your arms back. Lift up your legs. Go into your reverse boat and pulse it out. 1, 2, and 3. Hands next to your sides. Push it back to downward dog. Onto your mat. I sit off my mat. Downward dog. Walk it out and walk it in to the front of the mat. Keep your legs bent. Fold over your legs, hold on to wherever it's comfortable. And we're going to inhale, straighten out the back. Exhale, fold over the legs. This is all back today. I'm going to change the heading to back mobilization. And down over your legs. Sweep the floor, lift up into chair pose. Hold chair, tuck your tummy in. Arms next to your ear, shoulders down. Take your arms down, keep your back straight. Take your left arm over your right foot and twist. And switch sides. And twist. Back to the middle. Step back on your left leg. Heel pushing back, lift up into a high lunge. Bring your right arm forward and your left arm back. Into that twist. Bend the front knee in. Lift it back up to the top. Shoulders down. Arms next to your ears. Drop that back knee in. Tuck that tailbone in. Hold. Lift it back up. Again, drop that knee. Don't put it on the floor. Tuck your tailbone in as you go down. That should amplify the stretch. Lift it back up. Last time. Hold. Tuck the tailbone in. Really go for that stretch. Straighten out. Right arm forward, left arm back. Into that twist. Lift it back up to the top. Drop that front knee in. And pulse it up. Shoulders down, tummy in. And again. Last time, fall down with your leg and step back to downward dog. Stretch it out. Lift up the right leg. Bend the knee, drop the foot towards the left, open up the hip, keep the chest down. Thread the needle through. Back to downward dog. Come in. Lift up the left leg. Open up that hip, chest down on in. Thread the needle through. Back to downward dog. Forwards to plank. Leave the left arm, twist towards the right. And take one sweep over. Lift it back up into side plank. And again, C-curve with your back. Lift it up. One more time, C-curve. Lift it up. Back to plank. Other side. Take it over your head, C-curve. Back to plank. C-curve. Back to plank. C-curve. Back to plank. Put your left knee down underneath you. Turn onto your left hand side into that adjusted side plank. Lift up the leg, top leg. And what?
Just so I can do it.
Thread the needle through. Lift it up.
Am I the only one struggling with this class?
Thread the needle through. We didn't sleep well last night.
It's not that.
And thread the needle through. Keep that top leg raised. Back to the middle. Switch to the other side. Keep that right leg on the floor. Lift up into that side plank. Lift up the top leg. Thread the needle. For 1. And 2. And 3. Back onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under downward dog. Walk it in to the front of the mat. Keep your legs bent. Fold over your legs. Inhale, straighten the back. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, straighten the back. Exhale, fold over your legs. Sweep the floor, lift up into chair pose. Come in. And come back down in a straight back. Taking the left hand over the right foot, twisting towards the right. Keeping the back straight and the tummy in. And swish to the other side. Back to the middle. Step back on your right leg. Make sure the back leg is strong, front knee is bent, lift up into a high lunge. These are sore ankles, so I just want to adjust. Arms next to your sides. Drop the left arm forward and the right arm back into that twist. Lift it back up to the top. Arms next to your sides. Drop that back knee in, tuck the tailbone in. Feel that stretch. It should stretch quite a bit. It's a dynamic. It flexes stretch. Straighten it out. If you do it in rehab, you have a block underneath you to help you tuck the tailbone in. And straighten out. One last time. And straighten out. Left arm forward, right arm back. Lift it back up to the top. We're going to bend the front knee. And lift it back up. Bend, shoulders down, arms next to your ears, tummy in. The last time you're going down to the floor, step back to downward dog. Stretch it out. Lift up your left leg. Bend the knee. Drop that knee open. Open up the hip. Thread the needle through. Into that twist. Back to downward dog. Lift up the right leg. Bend the knee. Open up the hip. Thread the needle through towards the left. Back to downward dog. Forwards to plank. Leave the right hand, twist towards the left. Take it over. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back to plank. Leave the left hand, twist towards the right. Take it over. 1 and 2 and 3. Back to plank. Put the left knee down. Leave the left side, twist towards the right, lift up the right leg, and thread the needle. 1, 2, and 3. Keep the tummy in. Back to hands and knees. Leave the right leg. Tuck the tailbone in, straighten out the tummy. Lift up that leg and thread the needle. 1, 2, and 3. Back to hands and knees. Child's pose. Stretch it out. Then roll it up onto your legs. Shrug your shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in. And you are done for today. Have a lovely, sunny, warm day.